Look, I'm gonna tell you right now. It will start out as Crips. The Crips got their name when they beat that boy down to death at the Hollywood Palladium about his leather coat. The newspaper misspelled and put Crips instead. I was there from day one. Me and Raymond ran together. I know for a fact it was Crips. It was not Crips. Crips who came when the news for LA Times misspelled Crips and put Crips instead. That's been Crips ever since then.
When you guys first started fighting the Crips, what Crip gang was you fighting? Was it Eastside Crips? Or?
There wasn't no. The only Crips was the ones at Fremont, Bethune. There wasn't no Crip gangs at that time. It was just that one gang.
Do you recall the Bonzella boys?
Felix and Lee Holman. Yes, I recall them. They're my little homies. Machete 5.
So they turned Brims?
They were Brims. They didn't turn Brims. They were Brims.
Bonzella Brims?
Yeah, they just stayed on Bonzella.
Was it ever any Bonzella Crips?
No.
Okay.
There's Crips over there now. Menlos.
All right, you already said you guys was cool with prior rules.
That's my family.
Now I want to ask about Mack Thomas. What was you telling me about Mack Thomas? What can you tell me about Mack Thomas?
Mack Thomas, basically, Mack Thomas is at Lock High School. My brother Carl, he went to Lock High School. My brother Carl was the main factor in bringing in the Athens Park Boys, the Denver Lanes, not the Swans, but he was a major factor bringing those gangs in. Mack Thomas went to school up there. My brother and they were. My brother was actually Apple Hat Brim, and a Code 7, which was another blood settler on Colden and 97th Street. Mack Thomas had gotten a problem got a problem started at Lock High School. We ended up having to do a little dirt and handle that. But yeah, I know Mack Thomas very well.
I found newspaper articles, Mack Thomas coming all the way to Manual Arts. You remember him coming up there? Fights and shoots?
I don't remember about that.
That's cool. Who was Anthony Mackie and Charles Riley?
I don't know.
Okay, that's who he went to jail for shooting. Who was the family gang that attended Manual Arts?
That was the Hoover family. My headquarters at that time, because Eddie Watts was gone, I was completely the Brims at that time, and also leader of Bloods at that time. Eddie Watts went to the service and he had faded away. If you look at Manual Arts today, you see a fence around the front of the school. On the south side of the school, you see some steps right there. That was my headquarters. I sat there all day during the daytime, and people come to and let me know what was happening. The Big Country. In fact, Big Country, he brought when he first brought the Blackstones in, he came and told me I was sitting on the steps. Big Country said, man, I got some homies up in the jungle that want to get with us. The Blackstones. I said, well, tell them we'll be up there later on this afternoon. Which I'll tell you that story in a minute, but I'm going to go back to what you asked me about as far as the family. Joe, I was sitting in the same steps. Joe Blow pulled up, got out of his car, stepped up and said, introduce yourself to my name is Joe Blow. I'm from our Hoover family. We want to get with the Brims. Yeah, we sat down and talked. I said, okay, we'll be over there tonight. After school was out, we all headed over there to about, I forget, the park was over there by USC. It was on the north side of USC. I forget the name of the park. But we got the party, and that's when our family came in with us.
So the Blackstones became Brims when y'all met up?
Yes. Oh. In fact, when we met up, they thought we were Crips. They were going to shoot our ass. We caravans, about maybe 15, 20 car caravan up in the jungles, and we had AC Deuces on because Crystal ran AC Deuces at the time. And we used to take the AC Deuces and wear them as our war trophies. And they'd sit there and monitor us from the time we came in the jungles all the way till we got up on August. When we got up on August, they came from behind the buildings. They had their rifles and everything, their guns and everything. They came out and had us completely surrounded. I jumped out of the car and said, man, we Brims. So after that, I gave the order, said, man, from this point forward, we don't wear AC Deuces because they thought we were Crips. So after that, we sat there and partied, and Blackstones came in with us. Bad Habit. I forget T. Rogers' older brother's name because T. Rogers' older brother, me and him, we used to run together. T. Rogers, that's my little homie. T. Roger wasn't kicking dust up, no dirt up at that time. Terry Doe wasn't kicking no dirt at that time. Terry Doe couldn't even come out and play. His father let him. He had the cleanest Monte Carlo in the world. But his father only let him come out only on the weekend. One day on the weekend. That was it.
How come when I look in old newspaper articles, I'm talking about during the years you was in high school, there's no mention of the Harlem Crips or the Hoover Crips?
Harlem's, that was Miller, James Miller. James Miller went to Manual High School with us. Okay, I would sit on the bleachers at Manual and watch James out there on the field. James was a hellified football player. I wouldn't let him look here. I wouldn't let nothing happen to James because look at Manual's our school. So James was a star football player of our school. So man, look here, James had a pass with us.
That's cool, Big James.
James Miller, shit.
Tell me a little bit about Lil Kountry.
Lil Kountry?
Yeah.
That was my little nigga right there. I can tell you a lot about Big Country. I can tell you a lot about Lil Kountry and Big Country. Lil Country, I tell you what, let me put it this way. I gave a party over on Colden, okay? The Walnuts was there, the Bourgeois, Kenny Bourgeois, Michael Bourgeois, they were there. Country had a cousin from Avalon Gardens. One of the Bourgeois had shot Country's cousin. I walked to the store. I come back from the store over on 90. I walked to the store on 97th and Avalon. I'm walking back through the field, and I see my brother Carl out there, and Lil Kountry is wrestling with a gun. I don't know what's happening. I politely went and grabbed Lil Kountry, and commenced whipping his butt, thinking he's him and my brother's out there fighting. And I took the gun away from him. I went inside. He had shot one of the bourgeois. Now Walnuts and Brims, we're allies.
What was Walnuts at?
They were on Wall Street between, I say, about 90th down to Colden, maybe across 92nd Street on down to Colden. That was the Walnuts. That was Kenny and Michael Bourgeois. We had the gay 90s up and down from about 92nd and Avalon on down to Century and Avalon. That was the gay 90s. We had McKinley boys, so it was Norman Young and John Spears. They were over on McKinley. And they called themselves McKinley boys. It was all Bloods over there. It was where East Coast Crips is right now, all that was Bloodhead.
So Lil Kountry came from Houston?
Corpus Christi. Yeah. Now, let me interject this right quick. Okay. Now, all this is a preview of my book, because I got a book coming out on this. So I want to let you know now that what you don't see here, the rest of it you're going to see it. You see the full story in the book. The night Lil Kountry got killed, I was at the Jack in the Box. I was at the drive-thru on Vermont, and was it 60th and Vermont? It's not Jack in the Box, it's a little, I think it's a fish market now. I was in the drive-thru, and I was me and Lisa from Van Ness. Me and her was together. I said, man, Big Country asked me I was going to the party. I said, no, man, I'm not going to the party tonight. Hey, I'm getting ready to stop gangbanging. I mean, I'm tired. I'm not in that no more. So me and Lisa and Chris Ray and Winston went over to my father's house over on Colden. I was standing on Colden, and we kicking. I get a call later on at night saying Lil Kountry got shot. I said, okay, y'all keep me posted what's happening. So the next day, I left. I told the homies I was going to head out to the beach. So I went on out to the beach, and I'm sitting up there, and me and I think me and Bonita, Winston, Jeffrey Brown, we all went out to the beach. So this Crip from Compton come by and got talking crazy with Bonita, so I had to jump up and check him. And I sent Winston, I said, man, go follow that fool and see what was happening. So Winston went over there and looked, and came back and said, man, that's a parking lot full of Crips over there. So we have them get ready to start walking off the beach, getting ready to leave. I said, look, we ain't got no gun, nothing like that, so I'm not going to call up no cross. As we walking off the beach, I see about 100 fools sitting up, lining up on by the street, by the beach. And I looked, I said, man, all these is Crips, man. This is a good day to die today, because I'm saying, man, we ain't gonna make it up out of this. And that was the homies coming to tell me Lil Kountry had died. I said, damn. And we commenced to whipping ass out there.
Whose hood was on 69th between Raymond and Budlong in the early 70s?
69th between Raymond and Budlong. Raymond and Budlong? Damn.
I think that's the party.
That's, damn. Potts. Was it Potts?
Raymond Potts?
Raymond Potts.
What?
It was Raymond Potts. Raymond Potts, let me tell you. Raymond Potts got Edris Jones, put a gun in his head and walked him down the middle of the street on Gage. Lil Michael Brown got sit up on the roof of his car, roof of his house on Gage, and got his rifle and said, I'm gonna count to 3. You ready to let him go? Michael used to talk slow, right? Michael said, 1, 2. I got the popping right. His Mike almost shot him. Raymond Potts and Edris Jones in the streets dancing. Michael was lighting them up. Yeah, right, man. He said, hey, Raymond Potts.
What hood was he claiming?
I forget the name of it, but he was a Crip hood. It was a Crip hood. I forget the name of it. I have to call my cousin Mike to find out which one it was. In fact, call Mike right quick and ask what the hood name was.
Our phones is low.
How was Country killed?
Country went to the party that night, and over on 71st or either 72nd and Vermont, and he got in a shootout with the Crips over there, and he got shot in the head.
Why did the Crips?
Country was a killer.
So the Crips hated Country because Country was
Country put in work.
Okay.
Lil Kountry put in work.
His funeral was held on 94th in Vermont.
Yes.
Whose hood was that back then?
That was a Crip hood. I forget the name of the Crip hood, but it was a Crip hood. I saw Alonzo Mack sent me a copy of the video of an interview about Lil Kountry's funeral and about Miss Garrett supposed to got slapped and they shot the church up. That's a lie. They did sit there and desecrate his body, pulled the putty out of his bullet hole. He got shot in the head and they put putty in there. They pulled it out. They did come in the back of the church and say Crips, and we chased them out and whipped their ass across the street. And they went through a house across the street from the funeral home, and we called them back out and whipped their ass over there. But as far as shooting up the church and slapping Miss Garrett, that's a lie.
What about flipping over his casket?
Ask Michael, they didn't flip over Lil Kountry's casket?
Okay, your first question. Michael Brown said Raymond Potts was from A-Tray Gangster.
Okay.
And then the second, huh?
They're from A-Tray? Okay.
And what's your other question?
Okay, they didn't turn over Lil Kountry's casket at the funeral. They pulled the putty out of his head, right?
He said at Little Country funeral, did they flip over his casket or did they only pull the putty out of his bullet wound? You didn't hear me? He said at Little Country funeral, did they flip over his casket?
I don't remember.
At the mortuary?
I don't remember they did. No. No, they did not. The only thing they did pull the putty out of his forehead. No, they didn't. They pulled the putty out of his forehead. Yeah, we chased them through there. They came back. We chased them out the church. But no, they did not shoot up no church.
Okay. Okay, but he...
Flip on the casket. I don't remember nothing like that.
I remember no flip over no casket, but that's what they're saying.
You went to the funeral.
I was at the funeral. I was there.
Okay, he probably called you back. Okay, bye-bye.
Anyway, when did you guys take over Harbor Park?
That's when I bled. I got to pay in the head of the bicycle sprocket.
Did you know Donna Ray?
Yeah, I know Donna Ray.
Tell me how they became Van Brims.
Felix Holman was messing around this girl or the still in Van Ness Hood. He went over there. Her apartment was upstairs over the liquor store. And there was one way in. Swig came up there. I think Swig was messing the girl. Came up there, and Felix had to go out the window. He came back over there and let us know what's happening. We all went back over there in mass. We get on 54th and Van Ness, And this was Swig and Daddy-O and Connie and the rest of them. They all came out there, and we got to talk. We all got to talk. And that's when Brims and Brims came together.